Welcome back to the shop. A couple of episodes ago I had redone what I had called a 1/4 inch snap-on ratchet, and I've had a couple people interested on this, and we just haven't finalized anything yet. But this ends up being a 9/32 snap-on ratchet. And the interesting thing about it was you got a lot of feedback that said that, you know, these tended to be military. The military had something to do with these oddball sizes and the standardization. There really was a lot of great feedback in there. And a lot of people said, oh yeah, I even have hex sockets. And I said, you know, that's bizarre. Couldn't even imagine what a hex socket looks like. And I'm digging through my tools, and you know, I've seen this thing floating around. I've had it for a while, and I just grabbed it because I don't know. I grab tools when I see them and they look interesting, and sometimes don't even really know why. But you know, lo and behold, these are hex drive sockets, and I can see on the side that it says Indestro, and I think I have some Indestro pliers or cutting pliers or something. I was unable to find them. I don't remember exactly what I would be looking for, but anyway, these are indeed hex drive sockets, and it's a full set. And I think these are worth cleaning up. So this will be a fun little project, and well, let's get started. Alright, so that was a slightly different view in the sandblaster. I just propped the camera up on a piece of steel in there that's from another project. And in case you were wondering, what I have is this sifter thing. I think this is actually from like a baker's place or something like that. But anyway, I put it in the sandblaster so that when I have small pieces that will fall through that expanded wire, well, to keep things from falling through that expanded wire, because that can really ruin a day when you have to go in there and disassemble the thing and climb down into it and get pieces out. But anyway, I'm going to bring these over to the wire wheel now, and that'll take that what do we call it, etched look off of here. And this is going to be a real treat to work with, because the socket's going to hold this on there perfectly and keep my paws out of the wire wheel. So that'll be fun. So let me get some time lapse of that, and I'll bring it back. Alright, so I've got the Indestro sockets cleaned up. They went through the sandblaster, the wire wheel, and then the phenolic wheel. The interesting thing about these is that, I mean, besides the point of them having the hex drive, they also switch over to the square drive. So while it's designed to fit the hex 6-sided, it has a 4-point bit on that end, which in this case is a 1/4 inch, and you know, sort of puts you in the weird situation where you could, anyway. But it also has the 1/4 inch typical bolt on there, so I guess in that case, I mean, it fits on either side, obviously. But anyway, so this was a fun little experiment here, or a fun little find in my toolbox. And you know, there's so many small things that you really don't have that I don't have a chance to really sit down and think about and scrutinize and understand the whole the interesting parts about the tools, because you know, they're small. They're not sort of hit you in the face, big, awkward looking tools. They look like sockets, and you know, I'm not a real detailed person, so sort of noticed that it has the hex input. You know, it's sort of just washed over me and I didn't notice it. But anyway, thanks to all the viewers and all the comments from the snap-on wrench, you know, I would have never really noticed this if it weren't for you guys. So anyway, thank you for pointing that out. Let me go ahead and get this assembled, and then I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like at the end. So that is the Indestro You'll be able to see that. The Indestro Hex Sockets. Super neat. I understand that the original one was red. I mean, we saw that before. However, I don't have any red, and I like the look of the hammered paint. So, I mean, the kind of red that they had on here or something, all I had was the Rust-Oleum Bright Fire Engine red. And I didn't think that would look appropriate. I thought this sort of would give it a pretty reasonable look, and I'm going to put this in the toolbox. I don't think it's going to get much use, but anyway, this is sort of a neat one. And the Hammerite paint that I did use, I really like the Hammerite. But it can take a long time to dry, so this has just got a couple hours of drying time on it. So I'm going to wait a little bit, and then come back and give the whole thing a wipe down, all the sockets with some paste wax, and that should keep them look good for quite some time. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and have a good night.